Good morning, my name is Mrs. Reeser, and this week our class will be bringing you the announcements.
Power to the poo! Power to the poo! Power to the poo!
Hey boys and girls, all right, we've got the last thing for Pennies for Patience. The money's being totaled up right now. I can't wait to see what the total is, but we got the winner of the giant jug of Sour Patch Kids. Now, this winter, I'm gonna need some of these.
Yes,
so
me too.
Make sure you share with me and Miss Husky and maybe Miss Tice too. All right, the winner for the giant jug of Sour Patch Kids, drum roll please, Kaysen Tice. So come on down, Kaysen, and share your Sour Patch Kids with me.
Intermediate. I wanted to talk to you about some things that we've been noticing going on here lately. I know it's becoming spring and we're all very excited about spring, but what tends to happen with you guys around springtime is y'all start getting on each other's nerves and you want to go and hit each other or pull each other's hair or something like that. And you're not very nice to each other this time of year. So
Well, and it always starts with playing. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
mess with Miss Trevino right here
Yeah.
until she gets so aggravated that she actually hits back, and then we have a full-on fight. And fights at China Spring are not good.
yeah, we definitely do not want that to happen. So we want to talk to you about a few different ways that you can handle this situation. So tattling versus telling. There's lots of tattling that starts going on around this time of year too, because people are getting on your nerves and you're tired of them and you need a break from them, and so you start tattling on them and you do that to get them in trouble, and it's really not a situation that can be resolved. You're just doing it because they're getting on your nerves and you want them to get in trouble. Now, telling is when you're trying to correct a situation or help someone out. So let's say someone's having a problem with someone else, or there's some physical things going on. That's where you're trying to help in the situation. So we want to make sure that we're always telling and not tattling. Okay, so that's a big difference. We also need to talk about the chain of command.
So who do you go tell? There's lots of people here at the school on who to go tell when something like this happens, and you're not tattling, but you're telling. But who do you go to?
Yeah, so this is what you need to think of. If you're outside at recess, there's a bunch of people out there at recess.
At least 10.
Yeah, so you need to go find the closest adult and let that adult take care of it at that moment. The sooner we can take care of a situation, the better off we're going to be able to solve the problem and get everybody back into class learning where they need to be. But if you wait until you come inside and then you decide to walk to the office and tell Miss Levesque or tell me, we weren't even outside.
We weren't there. We didn't see it. We don't know what happened. And then by then, so much time has passed, there's not a whole lot we can do.
Yeah, and then we have to go pull kids out of class, take them away from learning, take you away from learning as well. And we don't want to do that because you're here to learn, not here to tell on people and be involved in discipline situations. So make sure that you always tell the nearest adult in these types of situations.
Remember, like Ms. Trevino said, you're here for an education and you're here to get smarter. And if instances like the playground or recess are becoming so big that we're having so many problems, then we might have to cut that out in order for you guys to focus on your education. And we don't want to do that. Recess and PE are important parts of your school day. But just make sure you're telling in the appropriate instance and you're telling the appropriate person. If you tell somebody, your classroom teacher or somebody at recess who's there, and nothing happens from that, or you don't feel like it was settled, then you can go to the next person in line and then to the next person. But make sure you tell the closest adult right when something happens.
Yeah, we just wanted to send reminders to you guys because it's hard this time of year and
Very
we
hard.
start forgetting things and we're pretty impulsive around this time of year. So just make sure that you're paying attention to whether you're telling or whether you're tattling. And then also make sure you tell the closest adult.
Thanks for keeping our school safe, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about this next fundraiser we're going to do. It's called That's My Pan. And y'all did so great with A+ cards. I've been able to buy all kinds of cool things this year. Y'all have helped out your school so much. So the next fundraiser is called That's My Pan. There's all kinds of cool things in here that you can ask family members and friends to buy. And what it does is it personalizes a boring pan like this. So with That's My Pan, you can get a name, you can get an engraving. It's so cool. Okay, so here's what you get. If you sell 3 items from That's My Pan, you get to wear hats and slides. If you sell 5 items, you're gonna get an extra recess and you're gonna get to bring an electronic device if you have one. If you sell 10, you're gonna get to join us for a pizza party. And if you're the top seller, we have a very special secret surprise. If we have a top seller in 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade. There's some really cool things in here, and everything is about personalization nowadays. I bet you can find some people to buy some stuff. One more cool thing about this fundraiser is there's a sticker down here and you can personalize it to you, and then your parents can send it out on Facebook and they can go directly to your site and purchase these items. So you may not even have to go door to door. It may all be done through Facebook. Have a great day.
All the way to the right. Is that the Laura?
Hey guys, I'm here to announce our winner for the Future Chef competition. We had a Future Chef competition last night, and I think there were 4. Were there 4 people from China Spring? 4 people from China Spring that went to the competition, and you all did fabulous. But Peyton Bertant here was picked as the overall winner, the judge's choice. Peyton, what was your recipe?
It was the Peyton burger, which was a turkey burger with chutney, pears, and a lot of other stuff.
Awesome. That sounds delicious. Think you can make one for me?
I can at lunch.
Okay.
If
All
it's
right.
served.
So we are so proud of all of you guys for working so hard on that Future Chef competition. Congrats again, Peyton. And all 4 of you, if you guys can make your recipe for the board meeting, we'll get you some more information, but we'd love for you to go to the board meeting and make something for all of our board members. Sound like a plan? Mm-hmm. All right. Good job, guys. We're so proud of you. Hey guys, here's this week's trivia answer. Remember, the question was, name an alternative energy plant here in Texas and tell me the city it's in. There's a ton of them if you were able to do some research. Even Lake Whitney's Dam is a hydroelectric plant, and there's a nuclear power plant up in Glen Rose. So we have some stuff that's actually pretty close too. So I haven't looked through the answers. I'm just gonna pick some people, and if you told me a name of a plant and the city it's in, if it's in Texas, you're a winner. So the first one says there's a wind farm in West Texas, and there is. That's not really the city, but I'll take that. Mason Posey.
Good job, Mason.
Because West, Texas, the actual city does not have a wind farm. Let's see here. Irish moss is a biomass plant in Condris Crisp. I've never heard of that. Yeah.
I've never heard of it
Grace
either.
Fidel.
Good job, Grace.
Not a lot of entries this
No,
week.
not this week.
This is a hard question. The Irish moss is a biomass plant. Again, in the same one. Deborah.
Deborah, good job,
Way to
Deborah.
go, Deborah. That's 3.
How many were we picking?
Let's pick 8.
Okay.
Another wind farm by Cassidy Farney in West Texas.
Good job, Cassidy.
Let's see here. The Brazos Wind Farm in Scurry County. Great job, Lily
Lily.
Stanley. Great job. That's a good answer. I know I like the small ones.
I know, there's a couple of them in there for you.
Let's see here. Falcon Dam in the Rio Grande Valley is a source of hydroelectric power. Great job, Daniel Peebles.
Good
That's
job,
an awesome
Daniel.
answer. Good
That
job.
was a good one.
All right, let's see here. Georgetown Solar Plant. It's called the Municipal Utility in Georgetown. Carlos Guzman. Good job. 1, 2, I always lose count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, one more.
I forget to count. So.
Slacking on your job, Mr. Vino.
Sorry.
All right,
I'm holding
another
the
small
box.
one. Falcon Dam in the Rio Grande, Aiden Vickery. Awesome
Good job, Aiden.
guys. Do some research on this. Power is important to us. It runs everything from our iPads to our phones to our lights. our whole world revolves around electricity and the use of power. And there's always better ways to do it rather than just gasoline. Power to the poop.